Welcome to One-on-One with Jomara. Our special guest today is Colonel LaHaye from Vance Air Force Base. Colonel, thank you very much for being with us this morning.
Thank you, Jomara. Thanks for having us on the show today. Appreciate it.
Thank you. We want to know what's going on Vance Air Force Base, but a couple of people have been wanting to know about the new runway replacement project. Can you tell us what's the state of that project?
Sure. This is a high-vis, big interest item for Vance and the local community, $36 million project. I will tell you that most of the new pavement laid down for the outside runway is complete. However, we do have a pause in the work right now for what we call an unforeseen site condition. And what that means basically is that the soil compaction is not dense enough in certain areas. So we're on a pause right now. To fix the problem, it costs a little bit extra money, if you will. So we are going through our chain of command all the way up to the Pentagon to seek additional funds. We expect within the next week or so to get the additional dollars that we need. At that point, we can ask the contractor to resume work, complete the project, as well as the outside runway and the corresponding taxiways. And once that happens, it's really going to increase our flying operations. It's going to really increase our capability to train in our UPT, our flying training program. And actually, I think this speaks volumes to the longevity and the viability of the base and the mission here in Enid, America.
Well, it's good to hear that the project is moving forward. Typically there's unforeseen variables, when you construct a big project. So I'm glad to hear that it's moving forward. And what was the original date of completion?
Well, yeah, the original date, and I'm not an engineer, but I did sleep at a Holiday Inn Express. We were thinking about in the month December, but like I said, we need additional funds to fix the problem so we can move forward. We're almost complete. And I think once we get the funding, I expect another 2 months or so to really be 100%. And again, we can open up that outside runway and get spread out our flying operations and continue with the program.
Well, wonderful, wonderful. I can't wait for that project to be completed. I think it's going to be a great asset to Vance Air Force Base and to the Enid community.
Absolutely.
Now let's talk about the holidays. I cannot believe that we're almost at Thanksgiving. To me, it feels like summer still.
I know.
So are there any opportunities for the community to help airmen and women, men and women that may not have a place to go during this holiday, Thanksgiving holiday, if you will?
Right. So first of all, we appreciate the great generosity of Enid. What a great relationship with the community. Very generous. But I have checked with our chain of command and across the base, and actually we're doing pretty well this year. We're in the holiday season, but we have surveyed all the airmen, especially the young airmen, and everybody pretty much has a plan. There's a lot of opportunities on base to receive either a holiday meal or be part of some holiday event. So all that's taken care of, and probably their chain of command will either they will go to a place on base for a holiday meal, and this is from Thanksgiving all the way through New Year's.
Yes.
Or we'll actually deliver meals to their dorms, the dorm residents on the base. So I think we've done a good job of making sure we're prepared to take care of the young airmen, particularly on base, and we'll just move forward. So appreciate the opportunities to ask the question, but
yes.
I think we're good to go. And of course, there's a lot of airmen who already have plans to go see family and friends, either off base or out of state.
Well, that's really good to hear. And I'm sure that churches and their own community, it had reached out to them already. So again, we love Vance Air Force Base, and we are always willing to help any way we can.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Now, speaking about opportunities, other types of opportunities for the community to help out, what are the future events at Vance Air Force Base where the community can help or maybe be a part of, be involved somehow?
Yep. So, 2016 was a big year for us. We celebrated our 75th anniversary of existence of our mission, our base, our flying mission out here training. I will say that, of course, this past July we had the air show open house with the Thunderbirds,
Yes.
and we had a whole lot of visitors from the local community come onto the base. So that said, I think for 2017 we're going to start to just kind of throttle back a little bit. Not so many events planned in 2017 like 2016, but I would say that we're ready to go out to you guys in Enid and the local community. Starting off with Enid Lights Up the Plains. We're looking forward to that. But as we get into 2017, there's going to be a lot of touch points, a lot of things that we have lined up on our calendar to go off base, either through our Airmen for a Day program. We're hooked into the Enid public school system. All those opportunities and multiple events, either in the downtown or around the Enid area. We're coming to you, and so it's already on our calendar, and we're looking forward to continue to strengthen that community partnership.
Well, that's really wonderful to hear. I know that there are airmen and women that they help at the schools, either by serving lunch or popping popcorn on Fridays. I know at Coolidge School, they're very grateful that you guys go on Fridays to help. So we appreciate that as well.
Well, and I know we have an Adopt a School program, and I really like the fact that my particular organization adopted Enid High School, the Air Force Junior ROTC program. So we're on a frequent basis going out there talking to those classes. It's just a wonderful experience.
Well, that's really good to hear, and I'm sure the kids appreciate that very much. Now, let's talk about the upcoming graduation class at Vance Air Force Base. What can you tell me about the class?
We're excited. I mean, this is another victory. We do this every 3 weeks, but let me tell you, every graduation's special. So, you know, right now, this Friday, we're going to graduate 20 brand new, newly minted pilots. They're going to earn their silver wings, and they're basically going to scatter across the Air Force to go fly, fight, and win, as we say. This is really cool. Now, I'm going to attempt public math. So of the 20 graduates out there, I think about 13 are going to be flying reconnaissance, refueling, airlift type aircraft. 5 will be flying fighter aircraft. And then 2 will remain here at Vance to be instructor pilots, to teach other student pilots how to fly. So really excited about this, and it's great to have the family and friends come out to Vance and be part of this special occasion. And you know, this is great because these men and women, these young aviators, they're going to go out across the Air Force. Their locations are coast to coast within the United States, but also overseas, and to include flying in some hostile environments in harm's way. So, you know, there are future Air Force leaders. Some of them, no doubt, will be wing commanders. A couple of them will be general officers, and who knows what else they're going to accomplish. And it all started here in Enid, America.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That is wonderful to
so
hear.
it's a big victory for us.
Great. And you said the graduation will be this Friday?
This Friday, that's right.
Great.
Yep.
Now, if someone wants to contact you or the Public Affairs Department at Vance Air Force Base, willing to know more information on events, or they want to volunteer, they want to help, or they want to let you know that there's a volunteering opportunity for airmen, either at a school or a church, what's a good way to contact you?
Well, the best way is to contact our Public Affairs office. I don't have that number offhand right now. There you go, right there. So that is the perfect contact to reach the base and ask any question you want.
Okay, great. So if you didn't have a chance, the number on the screen, you can also visit their website, and that way you can find out more information on how you can reach out to Vance Air Force Base and let them know of an opportunity to volunteer or just get to know what's going on.
Absolutely.
Well, Colonel LaHaye, thank you very much for joining us today. We appreciate your time and all the information. We are glad to know that the runway is on its way, and pretty soon we'll have that project complete. So that's really good to know. To all the airmen and women, we're glad that you have a place for the holidays. Keep us in mind. We think about you, and we wish you a great holiday season, and we thank you all for your service.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me on the show, and happy holidays to you and yours.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you too. Thanks for watching One on One with Jomara.